Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Ayash in Germany. Today we are going to speak about TELC Deutsch B1 Prüfung or the TELC B1 German exam. So you need this exam, for example, to apply for the citizenship, you need for the permanent residency, you need just to study, many different reasons. Okay, first I'm going to speak about the parts of the exam. So the exam is composed of two big parts. One part called the speaking test or the mündlich test, and one is the schriftlich test or the schriftlich Prüfung. So the first part composed of lesen, where you have to read, then hören, Sprachbausteine, and writing tasks. So and the second part is all mündlich or speaking. In order to pass this exam, you have to get 60% in both parts. So you have to get 60% in the speaking part and you have to get 60% in the writing part. And if you fail only one part, you repeat only this part. For example, if you fail in the speaking test, you only repeat the speaking test. You don't repeat the written part. So for the written part, it composed, as I said, first of a lesen part, reading, where you have three tiles, three parts. You have to read passages and you have to answer questions. All the questions are multiple choice. Usually the first part of the lesson, it's like 4 or 5 passages, and you have a lot of sentences, and you have to match which sentence match this passage. Second part, it's a big paragraph or big like essay or whatever, and you have read it all, and then you have 5 questions, and you have to answer these questions to see if the information in these questions is matching what's written in this big passage or essay. Third part of the lesson is you have a lot of advertisements, small boxes about, for example, ads for looking for someone to eat, looking for any ads, and you have a lot of sentences, and you have to match which sentence match which ad. Like, you know, in the newspaper, you have a lot of ads, like looking for a nurse, looking for someone to help me in doing that, whatever. And you have a lot of sentences, and you have to match this sentence with these ads. So this is the lesson part, first part of the written part. Second part is Sprachbausteine. What is Sprachbausteine? It's a test to assess a little bit about your grammar skills. So it consists of 2 parts. It's usually big passage, and you have blanks, and then at the end you have to fill these blanks with words that you choose from certain words. So you have 10 words, you have to choose from these words and put it in the blanks in this passage. And usually it speaks about grammar rules, you know. Third part is the hören or the listening. So hören itself consists of 3 parts as well. The first part, it will be that you have small sentences, 5 sentences, and you have to listen to them, and you listen to them only once, and then you have to answer false or right or incorrect. If the statement is right, you have to add plus. If the statement is wrong, you have to add minus. So usually you have to listen only one time. They give you 30 seconds to read the whole 5 sentences first, and then you listen, answer directly, then you have 15 seconds between the first sentence and second sentence, and then you listen, you answer, you have 15 seconds, you listen, you answer, and so on. This is the first part. After that, you have the second part of the hören, where you have 10 sentences, and you have to listen to a dialogue, a big dialogue, and you will listen to this dialogue 2 times. So the idea is that you listen for the first time, and I advise you, when you listen the first time, try to answer like in a draft paper or in the paper of the questions, not in the paper of the answers. And then they give you a little bit of maybe 20 seconds or whatever, or 30 seconds, 30 seconds to 1 minute, some time before they play it again. So you can look what did you miss, for example, what you would like to hear again, and then in the second time when you hear again, you make sure that everything you answer is correct, and you completely answer everything in the answer sheet. The third one is another 5 sentences. You will also hear each sentence twice. In the second part, you hear the whole dialogue twice. But here it will be one sentence. Each one you will hear it twice. So you hear it the first time, you can guess which answer is right. In the second time, while it's playing the second time, you have to answer. Then you will give you maybe 5 seconds to read the second sentence, and then you go hear it for the first time, wait a little bit, hear it for the second time, you answer very fast. This is the Hören. And then the last part is writing. It could be writing an email, it could be writing envelope, it could be writing, usually it's an email, either personal email or formal email, or it could be writing an email in response to advertisement you read in, for example, they say you read in the newspaper certain or the internet someone doing an ad and you would like to write an email to this person. It could be also writing an envelope to someone. And in this task you have 30 minutes actually. You have to finish it in 30 minutes. And yeah, actually when the exam starts, it starts with they give you the Lesen part and the Sprachbausteine part, and you have to finish the Lesen and the Sprachbausteine in 90 minutes. Afterwards, you finish this part and you get the second part, which is the Hören. When you finish it, then the last part is the writing, and you write, and you have 30 minutes only. All what I said now is part number 1, which is you call it the writing part, because you write. All of this are called the writing part, and you have to have 60% out of it to pass. After you finish this, probably in the same day or sometimes in the day after, you have the oral exam or the Mündlich exam. The Mündlich exam or the oral exam, it consists of also 3 parts. The first part is to introduce yourself. So usually you are doing it in pairs. So you and another one, you do it in pairs. And you have the people who assist you, like 2 persons, like are sitting in front of you and assisting you directly. So the first part is how to introduce yourself. You have to do it in a dialogue. So you ask him what's your name, and he replies, and so on and so on, or she replies, and so on and so on. So the first one is introducing yourself. Second part is über ein Thema sprechen, which means to speak about certain topic. So we'll have a piece of paper with a statement of certain one. You have a piece of paper, and he or she will have a piece of paper. Both of them are speaking about the same topic, but with different opinions. You will read yours, he will read the one he has, or she has. And then afterwards, what you need to do is that you need to inform him in the exam about what did you read. Tell him, okay, I read about so, she said so. And he does the same, and then you exchange opinions. The third part is about preparation for anything. For example, you need to prepare a party, you need to prepare, it's organization, how to plan something. Etwas zu planen. So how to plan something. It could be anything, birthday, vacation, whatever. And then you have to do a dialogue. You and him or you and her, or whatever, engage in a dialogue how to prepare this thing. Very important, but before the Mündlich or the oral exam starts, you have something called Vorbereitungszeit. You have to prepare. A preparation time for Vorbereitungszeit is 20 minutes. So before you enter the oral exam, you have 20 minutes where you have all the things you have the first sheet of paper about introducing yourself. You have the paper that you have to read about the topic. You can read it, and then you have also the piece of paper that tell you which task are you going to plan and what things you have to cover. So you can take notes actually. It is a paper where you can take notes. So it's like your help, because inside when you are doing the interview, you can take this paper with you. Only the draft paper that you take notes with. You will not take the same paper, the question paper. You take only the noticing paper or the draft paper that you took notes with it, and you take it with you inside. And then inside they will give you again the question paper, a new one, and you have your draft notes. We have your notes. It can help you. Be careful not to ablation, not to read from it. So they don't want you to like that. You prepared everything and you read like that. No, it's only notes to remind you and to whatever. So you cannot do like that. Read from the paper. No, you have to make it free talk, but still you can look at the paper from time to time to remind yourself of what you are going to say. So this is also very important. This is the exam. And actually, it's not difficult. You need to prepare. I will do another video about how to prepare in order to pass the exam in total. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you now have an overview about the TELC Deutsch B1 for B1's exam. And I hope to see you next time on my channel, Ayash in Germany. Bye bye.